Mission U is a college alternative for the 21st century. Our goal is to ensure that learning transforms into livelihood. I think, we have a huge issue in this country around college affordability and, student debt. And what it's ultimately going to lead to is a far less effective workforce. And individuals who cannot advance and support the economy in the way that they need to because they're going to be so crushed by their student debt. They're not going to be able to pursue entrepreneurial ideas. And so I want to build essentially a complete reinvention of the pathway from education to employment. And first of all, work directly with employers. So work with really great industry leaders to identify what are the needs of the workforce that they foresee is necessary for their evolution across the next decade or two. And then how do we train, in particular, young people to enter those companies on an upward trajectory, given the 21st century skill set that we need. It's not, in my opinion, just a bachelor's degree anymore that is a strong enough signal that says, okay, this person is qualified. But we're going to think about building things like competency maps, experience graphs. Part of the program is to essentially demonstrate that through synchronous online learning, you can build small cohorts, small teams that on projects, real projects, not like theory and essentially like, hey, write a report on this industry. It's going to be build the real project that you would have to actually do in this specific job, do it in a team, and demonstrate the real soft skills that so many employers are seeking. Like there's a set of hard technical skills that all of our students will learn. But when I speak to employers and I give talks across the country, the one thing that I keep on hearing is most valued is this set of soft skills that centers around effective teamwork, collaborative abilities, persuasive and effective business communication. Some of these character traits like resilience and grit and optimism and being proactive and facilitating outreach that is rarely taught in college, and so you have to train your employees on this day one. And I think that we've somewhat cracked the code on what the workforce of the 21st century is going to look like, and a really innovative way to train people on that. Very much so. I had a good college experience. I went to Braun undergrad. I graduated, on time with, even with semester T, if I include that, 4.5 years. But I had no debt, which was really key because it gave me the opportunity to go out and build an entrepreneurial career, work at Bain, and then Pencils of Promise. I met my wife 5 years ago, and she was just absolutely crushed. 6 figures of student debt, and had to leave school within 2.5 years to start paying it back because she grew up in poverty in this country. And for so long we sold young people on college is the pathway to achieve the American dream. And I think for some students it is, but it's no longer a one-size-fits-all model. For students that are incredibly career-centric, that want to take the shortest path from education to employment, we need new opportunities for them, and in particular, opportunities that don't put them in debt. And so part of our model is to not charge any tuition. We don't charge any students anything up front. We have an incredibly selective program, and if you get in, then we commit to investing a year into your development, and the expectation is an income sharing agreement on the back end. And so for 3 years, you give us a small portion of your income, and that's how we generate revenue and create a sustainable, and we believe ultimately very profitable business model that's entirely committed to great student outcomes and great employer outcomes as well.